Yo, listen. They asked me for ID. I didn't show them no ID. They cuffed me. That was it.
And then how did they take the cuffs off?
They just the one guy came in. He said to take the cuffs off. I didn't show them anything.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Also, it's like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Brooklyn, baby. Brooklyn, right? So, this happened here in New York City yesterday, yesterday, which was the 21st of October. What happened was the ICE agents decided to go to downtown Manhattan, what we call Canal Street, which is a booming spot for New York, especially if you come out, if you ever come out to New York, you would like to come to Canal Street to get cheaper name brand stuff. Back in the days, is to sell like bootleg CDs, and you get like state of the art, the best CDs you could get, the best copies, all that good stuff. That's been the tradition of this area for God know how long it has been. And let me see if I get the news on it, which that was like I said, that was yesterday. Bam, boom, bam. And what they did, they decided to go down there and start fucking people up. Hold on.
Federal agents are conducting an enforcement on illegal vending on Canal Street. Newscopter 7 first over the scene at 4 p.m., capturing pushing and shoving in the middle of the street. And right now, we have the first live pictures on the ground.
Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang there with brand new video of the chaos that played out. Lucy.
Well, that's right. It was a very tense scene here on Canal Street. Lafayette is behind us. Now, normally this stretch of Chinatown is filled with vendors on the sidewalk selling all sorts of what we believe are fake designer goods, T-shirts, pocketbooks, perfume, watches, anything, you name it. But today, it was a very different scene. You see this vendor behind me, packing up their wares right now. They tell me that they have been approached by federal agents this afternoon. The other vendors have cleared out. We believe this is part of an ongoing federal investigation into illegal vending here on Canal Street in Chinatown. We believe ICE agents, Homeland Security, FBI were involved in this joint investigation. We don't know if they were coordinating with the NYPD. We don't have that information at this moment. It did get very hot on the scene here as crowds then circled around the agents, trying to prevent them from arresting anyone. There was shoving. We saw someone knocked to the ground. We saw a lot of heated emotions out here. There was a lot of cursing at the officers. There was pushing, and we did see at least one person taken into custody, put in handcuffs. Again, this is part of an ongoing federal investigation into illegal vending. The vendors here behind me tell me they were asked to show their passports to prove that they should be here, that they are here legally. And we don't know where they have taken these people to. We don't know where they've gone at this moment, but we are told by vendors that this has been ongoing today, but it really did get very heated tonight just as we approach the scene. We're live in Chinatown. I'm Lucy Yang for Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
So that was one. The best one was in Channel 11, and it was showing that they had grabbed up a gook woman, right? They grabbed up a gook woman. I'd seen that one, and that was kind of funny. So they're going after everything. They're going after everything and everyone. And this what we're seeing right now is the intensity on the rise. So they ran up on these people. and these people were just sitting there doing what they do. Like I said, I'm from New York, and we know for a fact you want to get something for a good price, you go to Chinatown. There's nothing wrong with that. And was it Channel 11 I seen? Oh, I saw. I was watching it. I was actually watching it. So Channel 11, they had the gook. I don't want to go through all of this. I just want to get to the point. So what's happening? What's really going on? They're not showing no mercy towards the people. That was the most funniest thing because at the end of the day, they going after the vendors. This guy's funny though. He's like, yo, I'm from fucking Brooklyn. Like, and then he like, yo, suck my, you know what? That's what they say. And you could tell he's a Jake. He's from out here. You could tell. He probably Nigerian, but he's a Jake. And they had to be like, oh yeah, he's definitely from here. But it's getting that bad. It's getting that bad where they just going after everything that moves, that doesn't sound like English or whatever. And we've been saying these things are gonna happen. They touched down in New York, but they was met with resistance. And like I was watching the news, and it was basically saying that they had to go. I believe they had like a hub somewhere, and people were standing out there, just like how they did in the other states, and it was pretty much waiting for them. So these guys that's playing ice, they're playing these agents. They putting their life on the line on a consistent basis because the anger of the people is about to this shit is about to kindle. All right. They say, yeah, I'm born here, Kings County. Kings County, for those of us that's from New York, we call it Killer County. All right. Because that's the majority of people are born from Kings County. I wasn't born there. I wasn't born. I was born somewhere, another hospital. But that's neither here or there. They come in full blown war. They come in for war. They coming towards the people, and at the end of the day, if you're trying to make yourself a living in this society now, is worthless. Okay, because they're coming for everybody. Real quick, I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures. I ain't gonna make this too long. Second Ezra. No, you know what? 16 and 40. He said, "Oh my people," talking about Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're going after you. Like I stated, a lot of those vendors are West Western Africans, Africans from the West Coast, and they consistently sell things. All right, this is decades, man, decades. Now all of a sudden they're making a big deal out of it, and they said that the NYPD was been taking out the vendors out here. They was been taking their stuff and locking just take people's stuff because it's illegal. But I remember as a child, my grandmother, when she came from Haiti, she used to go out there and sell. Not at Canal Street, she just go to different spots, and there was no such thing as a vendor's license. But was it maybe mid 2000s? They was talking about a vendor's license. So here it is in this fucking society, a land, especially New York City, a place of immigrants, where immigrant can go and sell their stuff, no problem, make self a living. No longer can do that. Can no longer do that because this devil is being a devil, and they say, oh, it's gonna help out the local businesses. And local businesses now, especially the name brand stores, they ripping you off. So there's nothing for you here, Jake. There's nothing. All right, you can't come from another country and sell your stuff in the streets. You need to go through hoops now. All right. It says, "Oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle." And it's obvious that we at war. They coming at you with intentions of to harm you because who you are. And it says, "And those evils, even as pilgrims upon the earth." So it's gonna get so bad, just like how 70 AD took place, and the Lord told he told his disciples and people that was listening to him, look, when you see these things happen, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, flee. So now everybody's gonna have the mindset of fleeing America, because no matter where you at in America, they got this agency that's going around and snatching people up. and not even asking for no ID. You heard what the man said. They didn't even ask for no ID. Asked. He just said just let him go because of his accent, who he was. But if it wasn't for that, they would just lock him up and throw him anywhere for God knows how long. And he's a citizen. All right. So we all gotta have to have the mind frame of we're gonna have to flee. It says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away." You see that? So no vendoring, no nothing. And I was talking to my relative, and we was talking about the same. Well, he did not this time. The tone is changed different because of the fact that now they're starting to see the prophecies being really popping out. All right. Before it was all about, yo, we gotta make money, we gotta have businesses, we gotta do this and that. We gotta Now it's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? It doesn't matter what you do, Jake. When I mean Jake, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. No matter what you do, this is not your world. This is not meant for us. Okay? Buying and selling has been the way of this world and it's changing rapidly. And the future does not exist for you. All right? It's not this new future. You can't do what you normally was doing. It says, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. So you about to lose everything. It says, he that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit, buy it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. So we all have to have that flea mentality. At any moment, at any time, this devil is going to come down hard. He's coming down right now towards a certain group of people, but it's just a matter of time when they go after your average day Jake, who's lived here, whose grandparents lived here, all right, or you Negroes that been here the whole time. They're coming after everybody. There's nothing that we have that's gonna change anything. No matter your bank account, whatever you can do. So, verse 44. No, he that soweth as if he had not reaped. So also he that planteth the vineyard as he shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widows, and therefore they that labor in vain. So all this time, all this process, trying to make it in this worthless society, it means nothing. You see that? You have money in the bank, you have ties here and there. It's not gonna mean anything if you don't look like them. They casting you out. It's about to get real out here. For strangers shall reap their fruits, and spoil their goods, and overthrow their houses, and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children, and it's gonna happen. All right, there ain't gonna be no birth control or nothing like that. People are gonna be out here running for their life. And in America now, you can't even be homeless. Being homeless is a freaking crime. So even in that sense, you can't even have. It's about to get real nasty out here. All right, real despicable, disgusting, because this devil is coming down with great wrath. And it says, and they that occupy the merchandise with robbery, and that the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord. As like a whore envieth a righteous, honest, and virtuous woman. So the Lord is pissed at his people. This is the wrath of the Lord. All right. I tell you in Romans, the 3rd chapter, that he's a minister of the Lord. So hemp, ice, and you notice that ice, they come in different flavors now. It's not just straight up Edomites. And those guys, those coattail salesmen, sellouts, those uncies, they're gonna find out real quick that they're not part of the ultimate agenda. They're just using you. Okay, they're just using you. Hey, pain and suffering is coming to Israel. Hey, it's about to get real nasty, guys. With that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.